Intro. Hey everybody, and welcome to Moviegoer. I'm Max Forrest.
I'm Paul Obi, and today I'll be talking about 10 Cloverfield Lane, one of my favorites. So, someone mentioned this in a comment on a previous episode, and I love this movie, so I figured why not talk about it. First off, the whole Cloverfield selection, I guess, of movies is kind of interesting. The way they do each installment isn't like a normal franchise of sequels and prequels. These aren't really spin-offs. J.J. Abrams, who produced the other related films, says this one is like a blood relative. So for those of you who haven't seen it, first off, go watch it. But it's about this woman named Michelle, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is in an underground bunker by a man named Howard, played by John Goodman, who strongly insists that an apocalypse-level event has left the outside world uninhabitable. Now, this sounds very straightforward, but the twists and turns make this a really unique thriller. Now, if you've seen the first Cloverfield from 2008, you might have an idea what the twist of this one is, and you might think the title would give it away. But this story is so engaging, and the mystery has so many conflicting clues, you get sucked into the story. I forget that a twist is even coming. The performances are top-notch, of course. John Goodman really shows off his chops. I really don't want to spoil anything, so I'll say this. His character is so compelling to watch. How he can switch between truly aggressive and sincere and then being very cold and fake. It's so uncomfortable, masterfully acted and written. One thing that I love, and I know I've mentioned this before, is having a well-written, strong, logical characters really goes a long way. Pretty much every decision the main characters make, I agree with. And it makes Howard so much more menacing when the smart hero characters get outsmarted. This is one of those movies where you always find something new, no matter how many times you watch it. You get so sucked into the world that you completely forget that it's a Cloverfield movie.
Oh God, those aren't gonna hit us, are they? Oh my God, they hit it! They just hit it right now! Look, you guys, they just hit it! They hit it with... Oh my God! Yeah, they hit it! You guys, they hit it! Knock it down! I think they got him! Yeah! That's the shit right there! That's what I'm talking about!
Apparently, the original script was totally unrelated to Cloverfield. It was first called The Cellar, then changed to Valencia, and then finally bought by J.J. Abrams' production company, and then slightly tweaked to fit into the Cloverfield universe. Actually, it's kind of funny, on the Blu-ray, there's a special feature that shows a timeline map of Howard's construction of the bunker, labeled the Valencia Bunker. Even the main cast and crew weren't told the title of the movie until it was close to release. They really wanted to keep that this was a Cloverfield connection a secret. Now, you know I keep talking about Cloverfield this and Cloverfield that, and if you haven't seen the first one, you're probably wondering, what the hell am I talking about? Well, the cool thing about this franchise is that any of the movies can be seen in any order. And it kind of makes me curious to hear people's reactions watching this one and then the first, or the third one, which is called Cloverfield Paradox, watching that one first, and then this one and then the first one, or I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to hear people's impressions or how they change or expectations are different watching them in different orders. Which, by the way, there are subtle connections between this one and Paradox that are cool. Howard explains he worked for a satellite company and has a whole bunch of conspiracy theories that later get referenced in Paradox. Anyway, without explaining too much, I really enjoy the Cloverfield series. I think this is the strongest one. The first is a classic in its own way. The third one is a little weird, but kind of interesting. But, maybe we can talk about those one day. But each movie, totally different and connected in interesting ways and slowly builds the lore of this universe. Even the way each one is shot is presented differently. I really hope the next one is a true sequel to the original and a continuation of this one, because I really love the characters and it would be awesome to see how they develop in this universe. 4.5 out of 5. Nice. Alright, so yeah. You've seen this movie, right?
When it came out, which was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of my favorite thrillers. Like I mentioned in the review, it's like one of those movies that, like, I just find something new every time I watch it. You know, and I love the way it looks too. The set design is just so, it feels so grounded and so real, and then you can kind of see like, you kind of feel Howard's personality, or John Goodman's character's like personality, just by seeing how well organized the bunker is. You know, I want to try to avoid saying too many spoilers because, like, I want people to go out and see it. I want people to watch it because it is really good, and I think that the twists are really interesting. And
John Goodman always delivers.
oh yeah, man, definitely. This is probably one of my favorite performances from him. There's just how menacing he is.
And what he's saying is that there's an apocalypse happening outside. You gotta stay down here with me.
Yeah.
Can we get into spoilers and talk about what's going on out in the world?
All right. Major spoiler warning here. Please, if you haven't seen the movie, please go see it and don't ruin it for yourself.
Help! I'm out here! Help!
So awesome. The aliens.
Yeah, the ending, man, when she finally breaks out and you actually see what's going on, man, it's awesome. When she gets in the truck or in the car and driving away, and on the radio it says like, oh, something like, oh, New York fell, we're building a refuge, over here, and we're building a resistance, and we took back, this city or whatever. And she like stops at the crossroads, and she decides to like turn towards the resistance. And I'm like, I want a sequel so bad because I want to see her fighting the resistance. I want to see, like, did you see Paradox?
No, I didn't see that one.
That one had a really weird strategy where, I think it was 2018, the Super Bowl. They aired a trailer during the Super Bowl, and at the end of the trailer it said, oh, releasing on Netflix after the game tonight. And then, me and my friends watched it, like, just right there, just switched on Netflix and watched it after the game.
What do you want to call it?
Yeah, I have a couple of fun facts.
Do it.
I wrote down. So, at the very beginning, when Michelle is listening to the voicemails from like her boyfriend or whatever that they broke up, that's actually Bradley Cooper playing the boyfriend, uncredited role.
That reminds me of it's the South Park guys to make the dog woof. They got it from George Clooney.
Oh, really? That's funny. Yeah, the movie was shot in chronological order.
Like 10 Cloverfield?
Yeah.
Cool.
So they just shot everything straight all the way through.
So was Drive. You ever see Drive?
Oh, dude. Drive? is one of my favorite movies.
Ever. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, dude. You know what? We got to talk about that one.
We got to do Drive
Do a
next.
whole episode on Drive, because I could talk about that for hours.
Yeah, I love Ryan Gosling. He can do anything. All right, well.
Yeah, anyway.
All right. Outro. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, share, and help us out on Patreon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.